So here we are on Google AdWords. This is the interface, and we're going to go over some of these buttons and see what they are and what they do. So pretty much we're going to start up here on the top right corner, and this little bell icon is the notifications. So if something's ever wrong with your billing, there's a keyword conflict, maybe Google wants to make a suggestion on a bidding strategy, etc. Something along those lines, you'll get a notification here. Right now we're all caught up. There's nothing here right now because we also haven't made any campaigns or haven't really done anything. So there's nothing going on here, but as you start populating your campaigns and such, you'll start getting notifications here every once in a while. So yeah, let's moving along to the next icon. We have help. And pretty much this is just, if you want to get in touch with Google, here they have their number. You provide them with your customer ID, and then any questions or if you're having any issues, you can just quickly talk to them, leave feedback, etc. Going up next, we have the wrench icon here, and this is probably one of the most important buttons on the Google AdWords interface. And as you can see, there's a bunch of things here that Google offers under this button. So we'll start here with setup. And under setup, as you can see, there's a bunch of stuff that's basically account related. The billing and payments. So this is you setting up how you will pay. Uh, the business data. This is if you have a business, you want to put in your tax identification number. Account access is when you want to allow other people to use your account. This will be if you have an agency or something of that sort. Link accounts, if you have more than one account, you can link them together. And then preferences, there's a number of things under there that you can also check out on your own. So then we're going to jump over to measurements, and actually in module 3 we'll be going over this because this is super important. So this is the conversion. So this basically tracks if your ads are performing. So if you want to know how your ads are doing, you need to make sure that this is installed on your site, and we'll be doing that in module 3. We'll actually be installing all the conversions so that we know if our ads are working or not. Super important. Google Analytics is also really cool if you want to see real-time action on your site, if you want to see how many visitors you have currently, where they're coming from, etc. Search attribution is a very interesting one because what it actually does, it seeks to give credit to different channels depending on if let's use the example that if a person searches one of your keywords and clicks on your ad but doesn't buy anything, but then searches another different keyword and also gets one of your ads and buys something, attribution will actually allow you to pinpoint where that conversion should go. So that's an interesting one. We use that sometimes but very seldomly. So we'll be going ahead to bulk actions. These are rules and scripts pretty much that you can use to correct your bids, and it gets pretty complicated. We've never really used this too much, and it hasn't really worked much for us. So we've just stayed away from this, and we don't really need this for Google Shopping in a sense, but it's also a cool thing to look at if you're interested in it. Then going into shared library, this is very cool stuff because this is how you do your retargeting in the audience manager. So let's say somebody clicks on your ad but doesn't buy anything, they can later be retargeted with, let's say, a search ad or a display ad saying, oh, 10% off. We know that you already saw our product, that you're interested. Here's 10% off. Here's a discount code. Come back. So that's super, super big. You can also add your negative keywords here in the shared library, and amongst other things, as you can see, shared budgets, placement exclusions, portfolio bid strategies. It's another very important tab that you will likely get very into in the future. Now going on to planning, this is huge as you will find out soon in Module 4 for product research. The Keyword Planner in specific is a great tool that we use for product research and finding what products people are searching for and what has the right volume and what will make a winner in Google Shopping. So we'll be going over that more in module 4, but for now this is where it's located just so you know. So we're going to get out of here. That's all under the wrench icon. Next we will be going on to reporting. So pretty much reporting, what it does, and you will see it here, it creates reports in different ways. It's a really cool tool that lets you analyze a more visual version of Excel. So you can run different reports, get graphics, that sort of stuff. We don't really use it much, but it's good to know that the option exists, and that's located right here under these graphs. Going over on here to the left hand side, as you can see, we're now in the overview section. So this is pretty much a very broad snapshot of your account. It doesn't give you much data because let's say you have a ton of campaigns, it will just give you clicks and impressions, average CPC for all the campaigns. So it's not something we use very often. It's just a matter of seeing how your account is performing as a whole. But we like to look more into the campaigns area. So 99% of our time is going to be here in the campaigns tab. And then once we start adding campaigns, they'll all start populating down here. And then we can monitor them here campaign by campaign. We can go into the ad sets, and this is a super important tab, and this is where we will be spending 99% of our time. Anyways, going forward, we have the settings here. So these settings are campaign based settings. So here you can see different campaigns, the budget, the status, the type. So we don't have any campaigns set up yet, so this isn't populated either. So right now we won't see anything, so it might not make much sense, but you can see it here. If you go into here, you'll see your account settings, and these are also things that you can change. We do not really go into this that much, but it is just to let you know that this does exist. It is here. Now we're going to locations, and locations here, it's going to show us all our targeted locations, our excluded locations, a geographic report if we would like, that shows us where our impressions are being made, where the clicks are coming from, and it's all really cool stuff. So let's keep on moving. Change history is an awesome thing. It's also very important. It tracks all the changes made on your Google AdWords account. So if you have multiple people managing the account, you'll be able to see who made what changes, whether it be modifying a bid, changing or adding a location, maybe they made a keyword change. It will tell you who made what change. And it'll actually allow you to revert up to 30 to 60 days of changes. So that's an awesome, awesome thing to have access to. So yeah, that's pretty much it for familiarizing ourselves with the Google AdWords. So that's all for this video, and looking forward to seeing you in the next one.